His reviews are random as fuck. It's like, ow! Of course, again, I am Who This, youtube.com/Who This Is One, where you're viewing this right now, or also IG as well, Instagram @Who This Is One as well. Join me here today as I will review something, well, food related again, as was the last video, but I'm going to try to steer away from that just because I'm trying not to be fat. Pandemic didn't really help, as I'm sure a lot of it did to yous out there. Some of you fluctuated between 5 to 10, some went 20 something plus pounds and such. I did 5, 7 give or take, but I'm trying to be good, so that's why food will not be so of utter importance for future editions. But I had to do this one because I was so curious and so piqued as far as my interest was concerned. This is based off a recommendation of a friend of mine who is admitted to be a fat ass, past, present, and hopefully not future, because you know high cholesterol is real out here. But she did suggest, shout out to Chris, you know who you are. I don't want to give up your deets like that, but Chris, she knows who she is, put me on to something as far as something I've grown up with, remembering, at least when I was younger, they used to be bigger. Or maybe because I was smaller, they were perceived bigger than what they were. Now because the roles have reversed, I'm bigger, these things have gotten smaller. I don't really know. But point is, she put me on to eating the Big Mac, which isn't new to me. That's not the new part. Eating the Big Mac upside down. Because somehow it prevents the mess that I guess the Big Mac sauce causes, or the stuffings, the inside of, the inner workings of cause. So I'm going to try this out right now and see what the fuck she's talking about, because I was kind of like unable to understand, comprehend immediately. So I figured, why not, instead of overthinking it so much, you know, shout out to my Virgos, we do that too much, and just do instead, which I'll gladly do in this case, considering a big fucking Mac is never a bad thing. As you can see, I'm not going to lie to you, big fucking Mac right here for you, for that ass. I'm probably going straight to my ass too. Even though I needed mine just kind of flat, pancake-like. We're going to try it, though, as she recommended. We're going to take it out as fucking bucks. I always get extra cheese on mine, so don't be surprised if it looks more stuffed than usual. I'm just checking to see it's got the meat. Because I've gotten that before, too. Like the Big Macs without the patty on top, or I've gotten just bun patty, like randomly. And I was already halfway home, so I couldn't even go back to complain. So we're going to do as she said. Oh, drop the pickle. Pause. I'm gonna do what she said, upside down. I'm sure this don't make a difference. Thank God for Big Macs, they're still out here. But let's see if there's any sort of thing I've been missing all this time by not eating it this way. All right. I'm not trying to do SMR or mukbang, unconsciously at least. I might be, but not purposely. I mean, listen, Big Macs have been around for way longer than I've been alive. This is actually a decent sized one. I can feel it, but then again, I did order extra cheese and meat, so maybe that's what's hitting right now. I miss Big Macs. I've been so stuck on Whoppers and Wendy's for the longest time, and just doing everything else but the good old, plain old American. McDonald's is American, right? Yeah. They just went over to China and such. Okay. But a good old American Big Mac, which upside down. I guess really makes no difference, but according to Chris, it's less of a mess. She didn't advertise or promote anything else but less of a mess eating this shit. I remember Big Mac sauce has always been so delicious in of its own. I know it might just basically be like Thousand Islands and, oh God, excuse me. I'm talking with my mouth full. It might be Thousand Islands and some other shit mixed into it, but that's hearsay, who knows. But, I mean, I'm sure just like the Coca-Cola recipe, we'll never really properly find out. People hit close enough, but they're not going to actually bullseye it all the time. But goddamn, this is good though. Shout out to Chris on IG. I won't give her info out unless she wants to own up to the credits for having me do this shit. But as far as just random ass reviews is concerned, eating Big Macs upside down for the purpose of causing less of a mess, besides it being delicious, and besides it hitting all cues and points as suggested. As far as the Big Mac itself is concerned, maybe because I added some extra add-ons, I'm going to give that a yes. As far as another one, I might have to go back to Big Mac soon enough and just put aside the Whoppers and fuck the whatever Wendy's makes, the Baconators and such. The breakfast Baconator was a letdown, by the way, Wendy's, so fuck you for that. The Big Mac itself gets the yes. I'm gonna go for another one. 4 out of 4 stars if anything. But eating it upside down, I'm gonna have to drop that to a O. I was expecting less of a mess, but as you can see in the box, there's some lettuce over there shredded up, droppings. The sauce is still like oozing out. It's busting out the seams. And the cheese is there, the meat is there, and well, not so much intact, but it's like coming out. So thanks, Chris, at least for putting me back on the Big Macs. But as far as upside down goes, not hitting. But fuck it, it's alright. Random ass reviews though. I'm Who This. Check me out for more coming up as soon as possible, as often as possible this time. YouTube.com/whothisis1. Instagram, same as well, whothisis1. I'll be doing more of these, and I'll keep them random as fuck, as always promised. For the sake of, we need more spontaneity in our lives.